Hi friends, welcome to this Yoga Nidra practice. This practice is designed to provide you with deep rest of body and mind. When we allow ourselves time to slow down, turn inwards and breathe, we can reduce the overthinking or forcing our minds to work, maybe getting into spirals, tension, unnecessary thought patterns or beliefs. And when we allow this time to soften, to slow down, to pause, this is where we can gain more clarity around our ideas or our goals. And most importantly, our needs, our own human needs. When we turn inwards, we strengthen our self-trust, our inner wisdom, and we don't need to search externally for validation or happiness or imagination. It's all there within us, within the wisdom of our body. This can take time, patience, practice, and lots of self-compassion. And you chose to be here to listen to this recording, which is a great step in itself. Remind yourself that you are taking this time to rest, but to also create a deeper connection to yourself, perhaps your creative inner child, your inner wisdom, and the world around you. Take a little bit of time now to get into a really comfortable position that supports your body as it is today. You might choose to lie on a yoga mat on the ground, but maybe have some pillows underneath the back of your head, the backs of your knees, and if it's cold where you are, have a blanket or something covering your feet. You might choose to do this on your bed, on your sofa, or sitting in a comfortable chair. Wherever you are, make sure that your body feels supported. Traditionally, in Yoga Nidra, we find a position where we let our body feel really still and we try to remain still throughout the whole of the practice. If for any reason you become uncomfortable or agitated, or you really need to readjust, especially if you've got an injury or some pain in your body, you can move. Make those adjustments, be slow and intentional, and then find a new position that feels best for you. You might choose to cover your eyes, block out any light. You can do this practice with your eyes closed, but again, if you need to have your eyes open for whatever reason, you can do that too. And just taking a moment to notice if there's anything that is distracting in the room, anything that you can do to reduce any distractions, any noises, letting people know that you're taking this time to rest and to not disturb you. Settling in now. There's nowhere else that you need to be. Nothing else you need to be doing. Could you give your body and mind permission to rest? All you need to do is follow the sound of my voice. If you lose track, try to guide your focus back to my voice. without concern for anything that you might have missed. And allow yourself to follow this journey without expectation of a particular outcome or feeling, without trying too hard or analysing the words. Be as open and as curious about the practice as you can be. Remember, your mind will drift. Thoughts will come and go. And depending on how you are today, parts of this might resonate and parts might not. You can take what you need from this practice and leave what doesn't land with you today. Let's take a moment to orient to the space that you're in, connecting to the room around you. You can do this with your eyes open to start with, so slowly scanning the room, simply observing what is present in your space today. It could be the light coming through, the colours of the walls, any pictures you've got up. It could be the shapes. Take your time to look around. Try not to fixate on anything for too long. We're just getting a sense for what's here in this present moment. Getting a sense for your environment. Hopefully a space that feels safe enough for you to rest. If you notice any stories or interruptions in your attention, kindly ask them to sit to one side as you continue to orient to the room. If you can see outside a window, you might notice what the weather's doing, what time of day it is. And then gently guiding your attention back into the room. And I invite you to connect with something in the room that feels comfortable or supportive. Maybe something that makes you feel content. Could be an object, a picture, a pet. Is there something in this space that feels comforting or supportive? I'm taking a few breaths here, sensing into the comfort or the support of this object or person or pet. And noticing with curiosity whether you can feel this in your body as perhaps a sensation. There might be a movement. There might be a softening, an opening, a feeling of joy or gratitude. And it's okay if you're not sure. But taking a few more moments to connect with that object or that thing that feels comfortable or supportive or makes you feel content. And this is your source of support, a resource that you can use throughout this practice, something that you can come back to, you can sense into, to bring just a little bit more stability to your system, your body, and to the present moment. Is there anything to notice through your body as you connect with this particular thing? Remembering that it's not a trick question, an invitation to be curious. And you might like to take a few conscious breaths now. Perhaps taking a slow breath in, down towards your belly button. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to rest a little bit more. Does anything need to happen through your body to help you rest just a little bit more? You might close your eyes. You might nestle into the support beneath you. You might move your hands or your feet slightly. Just noticing if anything instinctive comes up. And feel free to do that a few more times. A slow breath in and a long breath out, giving permission to your body to rest. Perhaps acknowledging if it feels easy or challenging today to let your body completely relax and feel supported. Knowing that it's perfectly normal. There might also be this sense of your body feeling relaxed, but your mind is not. Maybe your mind is quite busy. If it feels okay to do so, perhaps sending some kindness, compassion to any parts of you that feel tense today, or tender, or challenging. Letting it know that you sense it, you feel it, you hear it. And start to sense the parts of your body that touch the surface beneath you. You might actively press those parts into the surface a little bit more. So really getting that physical feeling of stability through your body. Grounding in this present moment. Could you allow your body to feel just a little bit heavier? And this is simply a space for you to be. There's nothing expected of you in this moment. How does it feel to just be? Is there anything to notice? Anything to sense or feel through your body as you hear me say that? There's nothing expected of you in this moment. Everything in this practice is a suggestion, not a command. So just that gentle reminder that if anything doesn't feel right for you, you can choose to let it go, leave it behind, ignore it. Try to remain awake and aware throughout this practice. But know that sometimes we can fall asleep during the process. And this might be a signal from your body that you really need some sleep, some rest. So try not to judge the journey. There might be sounds around you, people talking, noises outside. And we can't stop every sound from happening. But we can try to invite them in as being part of the lived experience. And if you do notice any sounds, acknowledge them and then guide your focus back to my voice, back to your body, back to your sense of support. Yoga Nidra, the act of deep rest, creates a more receptive space in our minds and in our bodies where we can set intentions or sankalpas and feel like they are a real possibility for us. San means a connection with the highest truth, and kalpa means vow. Therefore, you are affirming a solemn vow to do something or achieve something that's in alignment with your values, that's in alignment with your highest truth. You might think of it as a vision for your life that could be related to health, emotional and mental well-being, love, relationships, achievements. It doesn't come from a place of greed or grasping, but from an open and content space within. And I invite you now to set a sankalpa if it feels appropriate today. Some examples could be, I am open to what's possible in this moment. Or I give myself permission to be open to any creative experience. Or I connect with wholeness, health, and harmony. But please do set a sankalpa that truly resonates with you right now. And it's okay if nothing is coming up. You could simply repeat, I am resting, I'm practicing Yoga Nidra. I'll give you a few moments now to explore if anything is coming up for you and to repeat it 3 times with gentle conviction. Start to guide your awareness to the natural flow of your breath. Perhaps starting to sense the movement in your body as you breathe. Noticing any other sensations that come with your natural breath. There might be some areas that feel stuck, tense, tight. Some areas that feel easy, relaxed, expanded. Try not to judge, but again be curious. How is my breath today? And you can allow your breath to be completely natural throughout. I will guide you through some breathing practices as we move through, but if anything doesn't feel right for you, again, you can leave it to one side. If it feels okay, taking a slow breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, and then either releasing it through the nose or the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, noticing that gentle rise and lift through the front and sides of your body. And a long breath out, softening through the front and sides of your body. Is there anything else to notice as you take a few more deep, slow, conscious breaths? And start to settle into a breath that feels easy for you. No force or effort. Maintaining this easy rhythmic breath as I guide you through a simple body scan. Acknowledge each body part when mentioned, and if it feels comfortable, allow yourself to feel some gratitude for each part, even the parts that you might find challenging or difficult to connect with. Again, don't worry if your attention drifts. Just gently guide it back to my voice and continue the journey. Let's start by sending some gratitude to our breath, thanking it for guiding the way today. And moving your awareness to your right hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Becoming aware of all of your fingers on your right hand, sensing into the fingertips and sending gratitude to your fingers. The back of your right hand, the palm of your hand, the whole of your right hand, your wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder blade, the center of your chest. Gratitude for the center of your chest. If it feels available today, I invite you to visualize a green circle at the center of your chest, radiating from your heart space. Gratitude for your heart. And shifting your awareness over to your left hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. All of your fingers on your left hand. Noticing any sensations in the fingers, the fingertips, and into the back of your left hand. The palm of your hand, the whole of your left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder blade, and the space between your shoulder blades. Perhaps visualizing a green circle at the center of your shoulder blades and radiating that green light right through to the center of your chest. Gratitude for your heart. Shifting your awareness to your sternum, the right side of your rib cage and the left side of your rib cage, the right side of your waist and the left side of your waist. Your belly button, the space below your belly button, your pelvis, the right side of your pelvis, your right hip, the top of your right thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of your right foot, sensing into your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all of your toes on your right foot, the sole of your right foot, your calf, back of your knee, back of your thigh, right buttock, the base of your spine, and sensing into the support underneath your pelvis, the back of your pelvis, allowing a little more heaviness to come through the back of your pelvis. The left side of your pelvis, your left hip, top of your left thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of your left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all of your toes on your left foot, the sole of your left foot, your calf, back of your knee, back of your thigh, left buttock, the base of your spine, and visualizing a red circle at the base of your spine. Visualizing this red circle around the back of your pelvis and sensing into the heaviness and grounding through the back of your pelvis. Shifting your awareness to the center of your pelvis and visualizing an orange circle just below your belly button, And with your next inhale, perhaps seeing if you can direct your breath down to that orange circle. As you breathe out, softening and relaxing through your stomach. Breathing into your belly, into the orange circle. Breathing out to rest, relax, and surrender any gripping in your stomach. Sensing the space above your belly button and visualizing a yellow circle in this space above your belly button. Pausing here, connecting back with the rhythm of your breath if you've lost it. And I invite you to repeat your sankalpa or your intention 3 times. And placing it into the yellow circle. And is there anything to notice, sense, or feel as you repeat your sankalpa and place it into the yellow circle? From that yellow circle just above your belly button, shifting your awareness to the right side of your chest and the left side of your chest, the right side of your neck and the left side of your neck, the center of your throat, visualizing a blue circle at the center of your throat. Sensing into your chin, your jaw, your bottom lip, your top lip, inside your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, the tip of your nose, your right nostril and your left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center, placing a purple circle at your third eye center, your forehead, the crown of your head, sensing a white light at the crown of your head, the back of your head, the back of your neck, sensing all the way down your spine and landing on that red circle at the base of your spine. As you next breathe in, imagine your breath flowing up the back of your body to your third eye center, right between the eyebrows. As you breathe out, scan down through the front of your body to the base of your spine, creating a circular breath. Breathing in as you journey your awareness up the back of your body, breathing out as you flow down through the front of your body. And keep this flow going for about 5 more rounds. Perhaps noticing any images, any sensations that might be present, any resistance. However this shows up for you today is exactly as it needs to be. Releasing the visualization of the breath and sensing up through the whole back of your body. Sensing down through the whole front of your body. Sensing just the right side of your body and inviting the right side of your body to feel heavy and rested. Sensing just the left side of your body, inviting the left side to feel light and rested. Sensing the right side of your body, the heaviness in the right side of your body. Sensing the left side of your body and the lightness in the left side. As you shift your awareness from right side to left side, being curious as to whether anything comes up for you. Is there anything to notice, sense, or feel? There might be heaviness, there might be lightness, there might be something else. And I invite you to get really curious about this. Sensing the right and the left sides together. Sensing the heaviness and the lightness both at the same time. Sensing your whole body. Sensing your whole body. Your whole body. Resting in this space, observing the wholeness of your experience. If you lost track of your breath, allow it to settle back into its easy, comfortable rhythm. And I'm going to guide you on a journey through your imagination. Before we go, let's come back to sensing that place of comfort or safety, stability within your body, that source of support from the beginning of the practice. If you need to open your eyes at any point, please do. And just remembering that everything here is a suggestion. If something doesn't resonate, you can ignore it. As best you can, Imagine you're standing somewhere that makes you feel really content or joyful and whole. There's this sense of feeling complete when you're here. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to perform. You just get to be you. And it could be somewhere in nature. You might be alone. You might be with friends or family or a pet. Might be somewhere that you visit quite frequently. Take some time to bring this image into your mind as best you can. This place that fills you with joy or an inner feeling of pure contentment. Becoming aware of any images, becoming aware of what's around you in this space, and really opening up your senses to this space that you're in. This space in your mind. Acknowledging it with curiosity, with openness, with compassion. And how does this place make you feel through your body? Are there any sensations to notice? Any feelings, emotions? There's no right or wrong. Invite your mind to wander and connect with the little joys of this nature scene, this scene that you've chosen, wherever it might be. And noticing, sensing, or feeling if anything comes up through your body. There might not, and that's okay. I'm going to give you a few moments here to observe and see what comes up. And if it feels difficult, perhaps acknowledging that it is difficult. If it feels okay to stay with it for a little bit longer, but you can come out of it if it doesn't feel okay. And within this vision, imagine that you are at the very center of the space that you're in. You're right at the heart of it. And imagine a bright light shining outwards from your body. Any color that resonates with you. This bright, colorful light shining outwards from your body. And perhaps this light represents your true sense of self, a connection to your soul. And take a moment here to get this image as clear as you can in your mind, but don't worry if it feels fuzzy or unclear or not accessible today. And in this space with your true self, I'm going to guide you through connecting with the qualities of the true self one by one. First, connecting with curiosity. that sense of wonder that children naturally have when they feel safe to explore, being inquisitive, open to new ideas. It's not just children, it's adults too. What is possible in this moment? What would curiosity feel like in your body? What would you feel or sense from within you if there were no limitations or self-doubt? Just an open sense of what is possible. And moving through to the next one, compassion. How does it feel to hear me say compassion? Self-compassion. Compassion for others. Being present and appreciative of others and yourself without judgment. Being curious as to what comes up as you bring that quality of compassion into your awareness. And then shifting to the next quality, calmness. Experiencing a sense of tranquility. What comes up for you when you think of calmness? And just a reminder that you can't get this practice wrong. There might also be resistance and parts that don't feel available to you today. What happens when you bring in calmness into your awareness? And how might you sense into compassion, calm, curiosity, and moments of joy to support you through any challenges? Shifting into the next quality, courage. Having the strength to do what's right, even when it's difficult or risky. What would strength and courage feel like from within? And there might be an instinctive movement that happens with some of these. How does your body move and represent courage? If you were to bring courage into your awareness, into your body, noticing what it feels like from within. And then shifting your awareness to confidence, having a sense of self-assurance, self-worth, How would you show up if there was self-assurance and acceptance, confidence? Shifting into creativity, having the ability to generate new ideas and new possibilities. How would you express yourself and your creativity if there was no fear? Shifting into clarity, having a clear understanding of yourself and the world around you. And finally, connectedness, a sense of connection with others and with the world. How would you connect with yourself, with others, from your soul? Remembering that these qualities can feel very different from day to day. I invite you to come back to this practice or reflect on these qualities of the true self. If it feels needed, take a slow breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, and let it out with a sigh. Maybe make a little bit of sound. Let your body feel rested and heavy into the support beneath you once again. And taking another slow breath in. And a long breath out, noticing any thoughts, any words or feelings that come up. And don't worry if you didn't get any answers to the questions, or if nothing came up from that reflection. Simply allow yourself to rest and let go of the idea that you need to be doing or coming up with any clear, concise answers from those qualities. Return your awareness to that expansion of light, that bright light that is shining outwards from the center of your being. I invite you to reflect on your vision of your ideal self right at the center of your being. How would you be in the world? Your ideal self. You can't get this practice wrong. As you bring this to mind, noticing, sensing, feeling if there are any instinctive movements through your body, any sensations, any images. What lets you know at the level of your body what your ideal self is, your true self. And if it feels tricky, Acknowledge that it's difficult right now. You can always come back to this practice. I'm going to count down from 10 to 0. And as I slowly count down, allow any lingering visualizations to start to drift away. As we reach 0, I'm going to give you some time to rest in the quiet space of yourself. Starting from 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Start to become aware of your breath. Sense the support underneath you. And you don't need to open your eyes here, but just start to sense the room around you. Acknowledge the space you're in. What lets you know that you are supported and safe in this moment. And I invite you to recall your Sankalpa if you set one at the start, and repeat it to yourself 3 more times. And remember to take this solemn vow with you. nurture the seed and work with it until it becomes reality or until you no longer need it. The sankalpa is the belief that it is possible. But you have to put the work in to get there. And I believe in you. But it's also okay to remember that our intentions change with the flow of life. Welcome home to yourself. Notice your body lying down or sitting, noticing the position that you chose, this cozy space that you made for yourself. Perhaps noticing any parts of you that feel rested or warm or comforted. Start to notice if there are any sounds around you. Become aware of the sensations of any blankets, pillows, props. You might take a slow breath in through the nose and notice any smells. And there's no rush, just in your own time, starting to bring yourself back round, bringing some small movements to hands and feet, really taking your time to come out of this practice. And this practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. If you feel a little spacey afterwards, take some time to ground yourself. I can recommend going outside if that's possible, connecting with earth, nature, the weather. You can also get yourself a warm drink or rub your palms together and place them over your eyes. Again, there's no need to rush. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. Hari Om Tat Sat. All that is.